Okay, who would like to start this with the invocation? Any volunteer?
Shall I read, sir?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Gnananjanaya sorry, sir. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Gnana Gnananjana Salakaya Chaksur
Jnanan.
Gnananjana Salakaya Chaksur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I was born in the darkest ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Mantra prayer to A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimat Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatharine. I offer my respectful obeisance unto His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna, having taken shelter at his lotus feet. Our respectful obeisances are unto you, O spiritual master, servant of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami. You are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya Deva and delivering the Western countries which are filled with impersonalism and voidism. Panchatattva Mantra. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. I offer my obeisances to Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasa, and all others in the line of devotion. Maha Mantra. Maha means great and mantra means sacred chant for deliverance. Of all mantras in the Vedas, one is called as Maha Mantra or Great Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The word Hare, pronounced Hare, Krishna, pronounced Krishna, and Rama rhymes with Rama are Sanskrit words. Hare is an address to God's energy known as Radha, and Krishna is the name of God meaning he who is attractive to everyone. Rama means one who gives pleasure and enjoys life. When chanted, the Maha Mantra is a petition to God. O Krishna, O energy of Krishna, please engage me in your service.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Okay, now we are in level 2, chapter 10. We take the blessings of Shri Gaurnitai and seek their blessings that we can become good devotees. We also seek the blessings of Krishna, Balaram, Krishna on the right, Balaram on the left. And we also take the blessings of Radha, Krishna. And we also chant this following prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We also take the blessings of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada is, of course, a very special person, and because of him, the Krishna consciousness spread all over the world. Before that, it was mostly in India only, and only some people took it when they migrated to the Western countries. They brought with them. But even then also it was not very popular. Even in India, it was not popular. Only when he managed to make devotees in the Western countries and he brought some Western devotees back to India, then India also caught the idea that worshipping of Krishna is the topmost form of worship of the Supreme Lord. So then, because of his mercy, Krishna, and the mercy of his Guru, and of course the mercy of Krishna, everything is now very clear to us, and we are progressing hopefully very nicely in God consciousness. And hopefully, if you are smart enough and you are consistent and you are sincere and you are also determined, you can actually go back to the spiritual world this very lifetime. So, understanding of Gita, who would like to read this?
May I?
Yeah.
Understanding of Gita. Just what is the Bhagavad Gita? The purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to deliver mankind from the nescience of nescience of material existence. Every man is in difficulty in so many ways, as Arjuna also was in difficulty in having to fight the battle of Kurukshetra. Arjuna surrendered unto Sri Krishna, and consequently, this Bhagavad Gita was spoken. Not only Arjuna, but every one of us is full of anxieties because of this material existence. Our very existence in the nature, in the atmosphere of non-existence. Sorry, our very existence is in the atmosphere of non-existence. Actually, we are not meant to be threatened by non-existence. Our existence is eternal, but somehow or other, we are put into a set. Asat. Asat refers to that which does not exist.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
So, what are the points here? Anyone can pick up the points in this verse. What are the points? Okay, what is the purpose of Bhagavad Gita? I give you a hint. Someone can answer. What happened to everyone?
To deliver mankind from the routine of this mundane material existence.
No, it's to deliver mankind from this material existence to the spiritual world. Okay, that's one. Okay, someone else. What is the problem here? What is happening?
Everybody is facing difficulty.
Everyone is facing difficulties in this material world. Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Okay. One more. Someone else. I want everyone to look at it and see. What are the other points?
Everyone is everyone is full of anxiety because of this material existence.
Okay. And some more. What else?
Surrender to Sri Krishna, Prabhu.
Pardon?
Surrender to Sri Krishna, Prabhu.
Where is it? The surrender to Sri Krishna?
Arjuna surrendered unto Sri Krishna. So mankind should surrender themselves to Sri Krishna.
If we want to
Be away.
Material world, we have to depend on Krishna. And so we should surrender unto him. Okay, very good. Come on. What about this material world? What does it say? Who hasn't replied? Who hasn't said something, please?
Our existence is eternal.
This existence is eternal. Very good.
Eternal, but then what we are doing is
We are
we are referring to asat, which refers to nothing exists.
We are actually in the reflection of the is a reflection of the spiritual world. This material world is a asat, not actual. The actual thing is the spiritual world. This is a reflection of the spiritual world. So one more thing. One last point. We are not meant to be threatened by non-existence. We think we can die, but actually we will never die. Okay? So that is the last one. Thank you for your interaction here. The opulence of the absolute. This is now chapter 10, and Krishna is going to tell about some of the opulent qualities that Krishna has. Why is Krishna telling us about the opulence of himself? Because we, as much as we can understand Krishna, we can actually understand how he thinks. We really cannot understand how he thinks, but at least we know how he acts. So now he's also telling about his greatness. Now he is so great, and yet he is willing to be a chariot driver. So you can also see that he's a very great person. He has all the qualities in full, but he is so humble. His humility also, he's fully humble, that he is willing to be a chariot driver for Arjuna. So this is also an example to us. You can become a very great person, but you should also be a very humble person. Don't let the greatness overcome your mentality and your mind and your false ego. So another example is also when Sudama visited Krishna and Krishna washed his feet. Another example is Vidura. He accepted Vidura's invitation to lunch in his simple house and simple food, but he rejected Duryodhana's invitation at his lavish house. So sometimes if we get invitation from a poor man and we get invitation from a rich man, we tend to just go to the rich man's house, because why? Firstly, the house will be very comfortable. Secondly, the food will be very excellent. So this is the mentality of us. We want to enjoy, right? So we don't see the quality of the person, the poor and the rich. The rich person may be actually not a very good person like Duryodhana, and the poor person may be a very good person. So Krishna don't look at your richness or poorness. He looks at your love for him. So that is the greatness of Krishna. So then if you can understand that how wonderful Krishna is, then you will respect him a lot, you will love him a lot, and you will always think of him, and you will have a trust that when I die, Krishna will take me with him, and make sure that I will go to the spiritual world. He will not let me down. Anyone else can let you down, but Krishna won't let you down. Okay? So this is
Prabhuji, before we start, can I ask you a question?
yeah, can.
Just now the word that I mispronounced, asat, asat.
Sat.
Is it sat is the truth and asat is the untruth?
Yes, this is in a way it's a reflection. It's temporary. As in this connection, asat means temporary, and the spiritual world means permanent.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So describe the Lord's opulence. Devotee can fix his mind, and how to remember him when we see opulent, powerful, and beautiful things in this world. Okay. to start off chapter 10.1.
Prabhu, can I try?
Yes, sir.
Hare Krishna. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Bhuyave Mahabaho
Eva.
Eva
Bhuya Eva.
Bhuya Eva Mahabaho Sruve me
Snunu. Srinu.
Srinu me Paramam Vacha Yate Ham Priyamanaya Vakshyami Hita Kam Yaya. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "Listen again, O mighty armed Arjuna, because you are my dear friend, and for your benefit I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained. Qualification for receiving this knowledge, for those benefit is the knowledge." Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So remember in chapter 9 what Krishna says. Also he said, because you are my dear friend. Again Krishna said, because you are my dear friend. So what is the best relationship you can have with Krishna? Normally we can have it as a friend. Krishna doesn't really like us so much to be a servant to him as a friend to him. Of course, if you are on a higher level, you can become a parent or you can become a gopi. But for most of us, it is basically a friend. When we go and see Krishna, we take him like a friend. Krishna, please, how are you? I mean, sort of, my respects to you. Whenever we meet any friend, we should always pay respects. When you meet a devotee, you should always say, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So this is the normal, when we meet a friend or what, we should always try and say this is a very nice way. When first ISKCON started, all the devotees when they meet each other, they always say like that. So now sometimes they do, but I think it's still sometimes they don't. So anyway, it's nice. Please accept my humble obeisances. That means you make yourself pleasant and humble to that person. All glories to Prabhupada. That means you put all glories to the Acharya. You don't put glories to yourself. Okay? So this is a way to start your humbleness. Okay, who would like to read 10.2? Who hasn't read yet?
I can go, Prabhu. I need your guidance.
You can manage?
No, I need your guidance, Prabhu.
Name vidu
Name vidu
suragana
suragana
prabhavamna
prabhavamna
maharsaya
maharsaya
aham adir
ahamadir
hi devanam
hi devanam
mahasinam
maharsinam
cha sarvasa.
cha sarvasa. Neither the host of demigods nor the great sage knows my origin or opulences. For in every respect, I'm the source of the demigods and sage.
Who should give knowledge of source of everything? So basically, the devas also are from Krishna. Krishna is the one that brought forth the devas, and he also brought forth the sages. They all don't know actually where Krishna came from. If you are born from your parents, you won't know where the parents came from unless they tell you, oh, I came from my mother, I came from my father. But in Krishna's case, there is no person, no mother, father. Krishna just is there always, and we also have been there always. Only difference is we are part and parcel of Krishna. So Krishna says, I am the Devas also don't know me. Sages also really don't know me. They only know certain part. And whatever part they know, actually they are telling us. Okay. So before we read 10.2, we can read 10.3, 4, and 5. Who would like to read from Bhagavad Gita?
I read.
I'm reading.
Okay,
Okay.
Mari, you can read.
I read now, Prabhu.
Yes.
10.3. Okay. He who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless, as the supreme Lord of all the worlds, he only undiluted among men is freed from all sins. 10.4 and 5.
Yeah.
Intelligent knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of the sense, control of mind, happiness and distress, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, firm and infirmity. All these various qualities of living being are created by me alone.
Yeah.
And 10.6 also.
No, 10.6, no. Yes, please.
Oh, okay. 10.7. Yatam vibhutim.
No, that's all.
10.6 all. Oh, that's all.
That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so he who knows me as the unborn, that means Krishna has never been born, he is beginningless, and he is the Supreme Lord. If you know that, you can understand Krishna and be free from all sins. Remember chapter 4, verse number 9. If that in that chapter 4, verse 9, Krishna says, those who know about the qualities of me and understand will not, upon dying, come back to this material world, but attain my spiritual abode. So it's 4.9 is a very interesting, and this is actually Krishna is speaking about that. If you know that I am about me, my qualities, and you will be free from sins. Because once you really know Krishna, you will never commit sin, because you will only understand fully what you should do and what you should not do, and you will actually be very inclined to do that. Okay, so now then Krishna says, intelligence, all these qualities are created by me alone. From me, all these qualities are given to you all. Intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion. All these are good qualities that you should have. You should be intelligent, you should have knowledge, you should be free from doubt and delusion. You should have forgiveness, truthfulness, control of the senses, control of the mind, happiness and distress. You can, happiness is there, distress is also there. Distress will also help you actually. What they help you, how they help you? They help you to understand where you are going wrong. Then you go backwards and you go to the right direction. Then you must understand about birth, death, that we are getting born, we are going to die also. And then fear and fearlessness. When you should fear, when you should be fearless. When you should fear when you are wanting to commit sinful activity. You should be afraid. And then how to get fearlessness? You understand that Krishna is by your side and you have no problem in life or death. Krishna will help you, no problem. Even if you die, Krishna will take you back. And then non-violence, equanimity, that means you're equal to everyone. You are satisfied. Whatever you get, whatever you don't get, you are satisfied. You do austerity. Austerity means you do restraint. You do charity. And in fame and infamy, when you get fame, you put the fame to who? To Krishna, because of Krishna. And infamy, whenever people tell bad things about you, you don't worry about it. So long as you are doing the right thing, it should not affect you. Okay, all these various qualities of beings are created by me alone. So these are the very nice verse here. You can try and read it again. Okay, now who would like to read 10.6 and 10.7? 10.
Can I read, Prabhu?
Yeah.
10.6.
6.
The 7 great sages, and before them, the 4 other great sages, and the Manus, progenitors of mankind, are born out of my mind, and all creatures in these planets descend from them.
10.7.
10.7. You have to guide me, Prabhuji.
Okay. Etam vibhutim
Etam vibhutim
yogam cha
yogam cha
mama yoveti
mama yoveti
tatvata
tatvata
so vikalpena
so vikalpena
yogena
yogena
yugyate natra
yujyate natra
samsaya.
samsaya. One who is factually convinced of this opulence and mystic power of mind engages in unalloyed devotional service. Of this there is no doubt. What happens if we accept knowledge of Lord's opulence? Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
So one who factually convinced of this about me, the greatness of me, will actually be inclined to have devotional service for me. There is no doubt. And now we are going to the Chatur Sloka. Okay. So anyway, before we go to the Chatur Sloka, we'll talk about Sruta Deva and Bahula Swa. So one day, Krishna said he wants to meet 2 very beautiful, very wonderful devotees in this kingdom. So then he went, and what happened is he was accompanied by Narada Muni, Vyasadev, Parasurama, Asita, Sukadeva, Barhaspati, all, and they visited the Brahmana Sruta Deva. You can see this Brahmana here, and the king Bahula Swa on the left hand in Mithila. The place is Mithila, and they were pure devotees of Lord. So whether you are a normal person or you are a king, so long as you are a pure devotee of the Lord is actually very, 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 very merciful to you. That is why Krishna is giving an example of no matter how great he is also very humble. So we just look at Krishna and we should be like that. Even we are a big king or rich man, we should be humble. If you can see even in India, the Tata Group, the chief, he is such a, Tata is a very big company in India, but he is a very nice man, and whenever he runs the company, he makes sure that the employees of him are all taken care of it nicely. And his main job is not to make maximum money and then make this company rich, but everyone else in the company he take advantage of. No, his job is not like that. He makes sure that they are well taken care, even make less money for the company is okay, so long as the people also who are working for him are well taken care of. So you see, Krishna is like that. Krishna is very nice. He's making sure every one of us is well taken care of. So anyway, Krishna went, and what happened is Krishna suddenly split himself into 2. You see, and one part of him went to this the king, another part of him went to the Brahmana. He did, so what happened is all these sages, some went this side, some went that side. So there are two versions of the story. One version is he split into two. The other version is he went to one first, then he went to the other. So whatever it is, anyway, I'm giving you both versions. Anyway, he went to the king, and the king was so happy, and he gave him such a nice treatment, washed his feet, and also gave him very nice treatment. And Krishna was very happy. And when he went also to this Brahmana's place, the Brahmana, when he saw, he was jumping for joy, you can see, like small boy. Look, finally, get coming when the parent come, when the father has gone long time and he suddenly come, he's jumping, so happy. So basically, Krishna is our father, and we should be like small children jumping when we see Krishna. So anyway, he was very happy, and he gave him whatever treatment he could, because he's just a normal Brahmana. And normally Brahmanas are even poorer than householders. Householders, they got house and all, and they got income. Brahmanas, they do all this Brahminical work, and finally they get the reward, which is not very much. Okay, so anyway, both were very happy, and both were very happy that Krishna came, and Krishna also was very happy with them. And this, both of them, their last life was this last life. After they died, they went back to the spiritual world. So this is how Krishna is visiting. Even though Krishna is a very great, the Supreme Lord, he still takes his time and effort to visit his pure devotees. Okay, now we are doing Chatur Sloka 10.8, 10.9, 10.10, and 10.11. These are four very, Chatur means four. Sloka, these are the four slokas which are very interesting and important. Okay, who would like to read this?
I can go, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate itti matva bhajante mam Buddha bhava samanvitaha. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts.
Okay, thank you. So Krishna says, now remember this, we are going to go after this. The next verse is connected to this. Third verse is connected to this. Fourth verse is connected. All these four are connected. I am the source of all spiritual and material world. Everything comes from me. The wise who perfectly know, engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their heart. Okay, next. So this one I explain to you later. Let's do the Chatur Sloka. Okay, next, who would like to read this? Who hasn't read so far? Manju.
Krishna Prabhu, yes, I'll also read. Machita madgata prana bodhaya yantaha parasparam kathayantas chamam nityam dushtyanti cha ramanti cha. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Namaskar Prabhu. Thank you.
So, I am the source. The wise perfectly know and engage with my devotional service, worship me with all their hearts. The thoughts, those who are wise, the thoughts of my pure devotees, they dwell in me. They are always thinking of me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service. They are always doing their actions according to uh, uh, how Krishna wants. That's also called devotional service. Whatever how Krishna wants us to live is, and we live that way, is also devotional service. And they get great satisfaction. They're very happy when they see Krishna, when they hear about Krishna, when they talk to one about another about Krishna, they are very happy. So in this way, so these are pure devotee. You become pure just by always thinking of the Lord. Okay. Okay, who would like to read this?
Prabhuji, I will read.
Yeah, okay.
Tesam sadata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yana mam ubhayantite. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Thank you.
So basically, when you are always dwelling in, having your mind in Krishna, and you get great satisfaction and bliss from enlightening and talking about Krishna, going for programs, devotional programs where Bhagavad Gita is being spoken, where people are chanting, doing kirtan, where prasadam is being served, and you honor the prasad. You don't eat the prasad, you honor. When prasad comes to you, you know it's a mercy from the Lord. So you eat it with pleasure. Okay? And so Krishna sees you doing this, he will give you the understanding how to come to him. And then you can actually come to Krishna. Okay? Okay. Who would like to read this last one of the Chatu Sloka?
Prabhuji, I read. Can you please guide me?
Yeah. Tesam ivan nu kampartam
Tesam ivanu kampartam
aham ajnana jam tama
aham ashnana jam tama
nasayami atma bhava
nasayami atma bhava
so janadipena bhashvata.
sto janadipena pasvata. To show them special mercy by dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Frankly, when you are constantly devoted to Krishna, give you the understanding where you can come to him, and then he gives you special mercy. He is dwelling in your heart. He will destroy all with the shining lamp of knowledge, all darkness born of ignorance. When the darkness is gone, you will have no desire to do sinful things. You will only do spiritual things, and you will do for the upliftment of your spiritual life. So these are all connected. Okay, now we are talking about Karanadashai Vishnu. And then we are talking about Garbhodashai Vishnu. And we are talking about Shirodashai Vishnu. We start from Shirodashai Vishnu, from the lowest part, easier to understand. We have this heart. In our heart, we have our Atma, our soul. Next to it is the super soul. So that is Shirodashai Vishnu. From where does Shirodashai Vishnu come from? He comes from Garbhodashai Vishnu. Garbhodashai Vishnu is actually the Vishnu that is in the material world. Sorry. So the material world consists of the middle planets, out of which Earth is there. Okay. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 higher planets. and 7 lower planets. Is the, if you can read, is Burva Loka, where the Rakshasas and ghosts are there. That is even higher than our Earth planet, by the way, where the ghosts and the Rakshasas are there. Rakshasas are a bit materialistic people. And then we go there, but they have a lot of power, more power than human beings. Then is Swarga Loka. This is also called the Indra Loka, or the heavenly planets, where Indra stays. Above there is Mahaloka, where the higher devas stay. Then we have Jana Loka, where the 7 sages stay, and Tapoloka, where there is also a very elevated sage, deva stay. And finally, we have Satya Loka, where Lord Brahma stays. Okay, these are the 7 higher planetary systems. Then the lower planetary system, we have Atala, Vatala, Satutala, Taratala, Mahatala, Rasatala, and we have also Patala. Patala is the hellish planets. It's the worst. And then the other planets in between. Okay, these are the lower planets. So basically, this is the structure of the world. Now, in this heavenly, in this place, we have Lord Brahma. With Lord Brahma, we have Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu. Correct? So basically, from the navel of Lord Vishnu, who is sleeping and massaged by Lakshmi Devi, from the navel of the Garbhodashai Vishnu comes Lord Brahma. And Lord Brahma, this is the Vishnu in charge of our universe. Okay, so from there, Lord Brahma was meditating for 1,000 years, and then suddenly he got the idea that what he's supposed to do, because when he was born, it was darkness, and Lord Vishnu gave him the idea tapas, that means do austerity. He did austerity for 1,000 years, and finally he got the idea of what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to create the material world. So there is a creator, maintainer, Lord Vishnu, and the destroyer, Lord Shiva finally. Okay, so now we go to higher than this. The Karuna Dashai Vishnu is actually none different from Krishna. Is Krishna as in the office. So from the Karodashai Vishnu, then all the other Vishnus are there, and from this Vishnu, all the super soul in our body. So from this Vishnu come all the Vishnus which are in this universe. The other Vishnu, you get the super soul of the other people in the other universe. Okay, so there are in many universes, and in many universes there are living beings. I don't know how they look like, it's not mentioned, but basically they are intelligent people there. Okay, so Krishna did not make one material world, he makes many material worlds. Any questions so far? You all understand?
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
how come the ghost is in the higher plane?
The ghosts are Rakshasas and the ghosts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I also don't know, but they are in a higher level. They can do certain things that we can't do. They can fly here and there. But of course, they don't have a body, so they are very unfortunate. Rakshasas are also actually quite, what you call, they have more powers than us, the earthly planet. But all these people in the higher planetary systems, they are trying to take birth on Earth. Because on earth, especially in Kali Yuga, just by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare, you can actually go back to the spiritual world in Kali Yuga. Other yugas, you have to do a lot of austerities. But Kali Yuga is very special. So all the other those in the higher planetary system are trying to come to Earth. So from the lower planetary system, they are hoping to elevate themselves to Earth. Basically, on the Earth planet is the easiest way to go back to the spiritual world.
Prabhu, may I make a guess as to why the Rakshasas ghost planet are higher than the Earth planet? I think they're also associates of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is a very important deity as well. So maybe that's the reason.
But you know, this is maybe lah. So we are not speaking from the scriptures, so we don't. I mean, we cannot say for sure. Okay. What we don't know, we don't know. Any other question before we proceed? All understand, huh?
Prabhu is from Bhagavatam, Canto 3, 3.6.29.
Okay, what they write?
About ghosts. They say living entities who are associates of Rudra, which is Lord Shiva, develop in the third mode of material nature or ignorance. They are situated in the sky between the earthly planets and the heavenly planets. Srimad Bhagavatam 3.6.29.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, they are associates of Lord Shiva. That one, yes, that is true. And maybe that's why they are on the higher planets. Okay, we take it as that. Thank you, Prabhu. So shall we proceed? And no other question, we proceed, huh? Okay, chanting and hearing. You just by chanting and hearing, it's like you're watering the plant. When you water the plant will grow. If you don't water the plant, your spiritual life will not grow. So you have to chant and you have to hear. You have to hear scriptures, you have to read or hear. It's called, it's part of hearing. Okay. So this is very important. Then you without water, you think the plant can grow? Cannot grow. So this chanting and hearing is the one that starts our spiritual life and nourishes it, and then it becomes big. Okay, who would like to read this? Everyone read already? First time? Krishna Kumari, you want to read?
Yeah, can also, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you want me to alone read it, or can you guide me?
To help you?
Can also.
Okay. Arjuna Vacha.
Arjuna Vacha.
Param Brahma Param Dharma.
Param Brahma Param Dhamma.
Veda Pavitram Parama Bhavam.
Pavitram Paramam Bhavan.
Purusham Saswatam Divyam.
Purusam Saswatam Divyam.
Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum.
Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum.
Ahustvam Rasaya Sarve.
Haustuam Rasaya Sarve.
Devashir Naradastata.
Devarsir Naradastata.
Asito Devalo Vyasa.
Asito Devalo Vyasa.
Swayam Chaivam Bravisime.
Swayam Chaiva Bravisime. Arjuna said, "You are the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn, the greatest, all the great sages, such as Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasa, confirm this truth about you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me. Thank you, Prabhuji.
So Krishna says, you are the Supreme Lord. How I know you are the Supreme Lord? Actually, I heard it from the great sages like Narada, Asita, Devala, Vyasa. And now you yourself are also telling me about your greatness. So you definitely are the Supreme Lord, you know? So sometimes when you want to know who your father is, your mother will tell you. So basically, the sages tell us who is the Supreme Lord. And they say it's Krishna. And now Krishna himself came to Arjuna and said, I am the Supreme Lord. So then Arjuna accepted. Okay, who would like to read this? It's all in English. I mean, it's all in English, of course, but all in...
Prabhu, I can read.
Yeah, can.
14 to 17, right?
Yes, all.
Text 14. O Krishna, I totally accept as truth all that you have told me. Neither the demigods nor the demons, O Lord, can understand your personality. Text 15. Indeed, you alone know yourself by your own internal potency, O Supreme Person, origin of all, Lord of all beings, God of gods, Lord of the universe. Text 16. Please tell me in detail of your divine opulences by which you pervade all these worlds. Text 17. O Krishna, O Supreme Mystic, how shall I constantly think of you and how shall I know you? In what various forms are you to be remembered, O Supreme Personality of God?
Thank you. So Arjuna is asking, first stating that I believe you totally, and no one can really understand you. And then in 15 he says that you yourself know yourself only, no one really can know you. And I believe you are the source of everything. And then in 16 he says, can you tell me about your opulences? Remember, he did tell about his opulences. Now he is asking for the opulence again, which pervade all these worlds. How your opulence is pervading this world. Because in chapter 11, he's going to see the universal form. So now he's asking this, so it's a prelude to what he's going to see. Then in 17, he said, how shall I constantly think of him? Remember the Chatu Sloka, Krishna says, you must, pure devotees always remember me. So Arjuna is very curious. How shall I constantly think of you? And how shall I know you? In what forms you can be remembered, O personality of God? Who would like to read 18 and 19? Kashmini?
Prabhu, she just went to the washroom. I will take over, Prabhu.
Okay, 18 and 19.
Okay, 18, just hold on. Okay, for the 18, you just want me to read the English, right, Prabhu?
Yes.
Yes, okay. O Jaradana, again, please describe in detail the mystic power of your opulences. I've never cited in hearing about you. For the more I hear, the more I want to taste the nectar of your words. Then, Prabhu, can you help me with the Sanskrit?
Sri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Sri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Antate kata yisyami.
Antate kasya indyasim.
Divyahi atma vibhutaya.
Divyahim atma vibhutaya.
Pradanyata kuru shrestha.
Pradantyata kuru shestra.
Asti anto vistarasya me.
Asti ato vistarasya me. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, yes, I will tell you my splendorous manifestations, but only of those which are prominent, O Arjuna. For my opponents is limitless.
Yeah, so actually in 18, Arjuna is saying, give me detail about your opulence and mystic power. I want to hear more. The more I hear about you, the more I'm happy. The more I know you, the more I feel very satisfied. And then Krishna says, I can't tell you everything because it'll be too much. I cannot even tell you the end of it. You know, the Sesa Nega, which is thousands of heads, they are chanting the glories of the Lord and they cannot stop. The glories are unlimited. So then Krishna said, I can't tell you because it's not possible. So I can tell you the prominent ones, okay? The important, the ones that are prominent. You understand prominent, right? The ones that are outstanding. Because my opulence is limitless. Okay.
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
Prabhuji, sorry. Opulence, it's mean knowledge, full knowledge, is it?
No, opulence doesn't mean knowledge. The greatness.
Greatness.
My greatness is limitless.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Prominent?
Yes.
Prominent?
Huh?
Prominent.
Prominent is outstanding.
Outstanding. Okay.
Okay, the prominent qualities, opulent qualities. Okay.
Okay, Guruji. Thank you.
Okay, all this we are going to read all the important things. Okay, who would like to read? Now we are reading from Bhagavad Gita. 20, 21, 22. Who would like to read?
May I?
Yeah.
I am 20. I am the super soul, O Arjuna, seated in the hearts of all living entities. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all beings. 21. Of the Adityas, I am Vishnu. Of lights, I am the radiant sun. Of Maruts, I am Marichi. And among the stars, I am the moon. 22. Of the Vedas, I am Samaveda. Of the demigods, I am Indra, the king of heaven. And of the senses, I am the mind. And in living beings, I am the living force.
Thank you.
Consciousness. Thank you.
So, Krishna says that I am the super soul seated in the hearts of all living entities, and the beginning, the middle, and the end of the entities who are living. I am the one who is making it happen. And then he's also saying all these same things we are reading of the Devas and Indra, Vishnu. Among the Rudras, I'm Shiva. Among the generals, I'm Kartikeya. All he's saying that actually all these qualities of all these Indra, Vishnu, all is coming from me. And even though like among the Adyatas, Vishnu is the supreme, but it's coming from me. You know, I am complete. And Adyatas, Lord Vishnu has this, he is the leader of them. Of the Devatas, Indra is the leader. But the power is coming from me. All this power is all coming from Krishna. Among the Daityas means the demons, the Prahlad is the supreme. Because he is a devotee, you know. Even though you are, whatever you are Deva, you are demon. But if you are a devotee, you are very highly placed, you are above. So not to worry. Okay, who would like to read 23, 24, 25? Second time, who hasn't read?
Prabhuji, I can read.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, text 24. Of priest, O Arjuna, know me to be the chief Braspadi. Of generals, I am Kartikeya and of
Kartikeya.
Kartikeya, and of bodies of water I am the ocean. 25. Of the great sages I am Bhigu. Of vibrations I am the transcendental Om. Of sacrifices I am the chanting of the holy names Jaba, and of immovable things I am the Himalayas.
Yeah. So
20.
yeah. You
Do
got?
I read the 26?
Yes.
Of all trees, I am the banyan tree, and of the sages among the demigods, I am the Narada. Of the Gandharvas, I am Chitarada and Chitrarada, and among perfected beings, I am the sage Kapila.
Okay. So basically, among the priests is Brahspati. Brahspati is the priest of the Devas. Of the generals, I am Kartikeya. Kartikeya is a very powerful general. Of the bodies of water and the ocean, you know, ocean is the biggest body of water, right? Of the sages, I am Bhrigu. Bhrigu is the sage of the Devas. Of vibration, I am Om. Om is actually none different from the, what is a vibration of the Lord. Of the sacrifice, I am chanting, that means your chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So the best sacrifice is the chanting of the Maha Mantra. And of the immovable thing, I am the Himalayas. Himalayas, you cannot move. It's so strong. Of the trees, I am banyan. Among the chief trees, the banyan is considered the auspicious tree. Among the sages, I am Narada. Narada is the best sage because he's preaching about Krishna everywhere. So basically, you want to become a nice person and which please Krishna, you should be preaching. Among Gandharvas, I am Chitarata. Gandharvas are singers. Chitarata is the best singer. And among the perfected beings, I am the sage Kapila. Kapila is actually none different from Krishna. He came for a purpose to actually show by example and preach about spiritual life. So among perfected beings, of course, Krishna himself is perfect. So if the expansion of him is definitely perfect. Okay, who would like to read 27, 28, 29? Ram, you have the book?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, yes.
Okay, 27, 28, 29.
Of horses known me to be Ucha Sarva, who rose out of the ocean, born of the exceller of immortality. Of lordly elephants, I am Ainavarda, and among men, I am the monarch. Text 28. Of weapons, I am the thunderbolt. Among cows, I am the Surabhi, giver of abundant milk. Of procreators, I am Kandarpa, the god of love. And of serpent, I am Vasuki, the chief. Text 29. Of the celestic Naga snakes, I am Ananta. Of the aquatic deities, I am Varuna. Of departed ancestors, I am Aryama. And among the dispensers of law, I am Yama, Lord of Death.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
So there's a special horse which was produced when there were demons and the devas were churning the ocean of milk, and they were getting the nectar. So that's the special horse which came. And Aivata also is the chief of the elephants. He can fly. And among the men, I am the monarch. Monarch means king. Of the weapons, I am Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is the most strong weapon. Of the cows, I am Surabhi. Surabhi is a special cow in the Deva planet. Whatever you want, you just ask Surabhi, she will give you. And For the procreation, I am Kandarpa, God of love. So you need to have this God of love, which makes people want to get married and get children. And among the serpents, I am Vasuki. Vasuki is a special serpent which they use to churn the ocean, the mountain on top of Korma Dev to try and get the nectar. Okay. Who would like to read the next ones?
I can read, Prabhu.
One minute. Among the Nagas, I am Ananta. Ananta is actually the Balaram in the form, when he is protecting Krishna.
Krishna.
Sleeping. Or when he went across the river Yamuna from the jail, there was a snake protecting Krishna in the rain. So that's Balaram in the form of serpent. Among aquatics, that means those in the ocean, I am Varuna. Varuna is the king of the ocean. And among the ancestors, I'm Aryama. I'm not very sure, but anyway, maybe he's the best ancestor. And among dispensers, I'm Yama. Yama is just, and he's also a devotee. Okay, 30, 31, 32.
Among the Daitya demons, I am the devoted Prahlad. Among subduers, I am Time. Among beasts, I am the lion. And among birds, I am Garuda. Of purifiers, I am the wind. Of the wielders of weapons, I am Rama. Of fishes, I am the shark. And of flowing rivers, I am the Ganges. Of all creations, I am the beginning and the end, and also the middle, O Arjuna. Of all sciences, I am the spiritual science of the self, and among logicians, I am the conclusive truth.
Thank you. So among the Daitya demons, I'm Prahlad because he is a pure devotee. Among subduers, I'm Time. Time is the one that will kill everybody. No one can escape that. Among beasts, I am the lion, he's the king of jungle. Among birds, I'm Garuda. Garuda is, of course, Lord Vishnu's chariot. But Lord Vishnu moves around on Garuda. Of purifiers, I am the wind. If you want to bad smell, if the wind comes, it can take away the bad smell, And among the wielders of the weapon, I am Lord Ram. Because Lord Ram is the one that could lift the bow. Remember? And he break it even. Of the fishes, I am the shark. Shark is the very powerful fish. Very dangerous one. And among rivers, I am Ganga. Among creations, I am the beginning and the end and the middle. So among everyone, I'm the one that I created, maintained, and destroyed. Among sciences, I'm the spiritual science. That's the most important science. There are so many sciences, astronomy and all that, and so many medicine, all. But the most important is the spiritual science. So that is very important. And among logicians, I am the conclusive truth. So the spiritual science brings you to the conclusive truth about your relationship with Krishna. You are the servant of Lord Krishna. That is the conclusive truth. Okay, who would like to read 33, 34, 35?
I read, Prabhuji.
Who was that? You can read after that. Manju, you want to read first?
Okay, 33, text 33. Of letters, I am the letter A, and among compound words, I am the dual compound. I am also the inexhaustible time, and of creators, I am Brahma. Text 32. I am all devouring death, and I am the generating principle of all that is yet to be. Among women, I am fame, fortune, fine speech, memory, intelligence, steadfastness, and patience. 35. Of the hymns in the Samaveda, I am the Brihat Sama, and of poetry, I am the Gayatri. Of months, I am Margesha, November to December, and of seasons, I am the flower-bearing spring.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, thank you, Prabhuji, namaskar.
Of letters, I am A. A is the first, you know. Among compound words, I am the dual compound. That is I am also inexhaustible time. You know, the time is always inexhaustible. There's always time, and that is the most powerful. And of creators, I am Brahma. Brahma is the one that created the material world and all and our bodies. I am the all-devouring death. No one can escape me. I am the generating principles of all that is yet to be. That means from Krishna only, the principles, the how we should live and all is from Krishna, generating principle. Among women, I am fame, fortune, fine speech, memory, intelligence, steadfastness, and patience. If a woman got all these qualities, she is considered a perfect woman. Who is the most perfect woman? Actually, not really woman. Who is the example of the most perfect woman? It is, who will answer?
Sita.
Sita, correct. If you say Radharani, it's not so correct because Sita came as a woman in the form of a woman. Radharani also, but basically she set an example for them. Okay, then of the hymns, I in the Samaveda. The Samaveda is the most important among the four Vedas, and in it I am the Birhat Sama. There is one hymn there. And of poetry, I am Gayatri. Gayatri is the topmost poetry. Om Bhur Bhava Swaha, right? Of months, I am Maga Sila, Silsa. This is actually the Deepavali month. It's November, December, but sometimes it's October, November, okay? And of the seasons, I am the flower bearing spring. The spring season is very beautiful because after the winter, we don't have all this here, but wherever there's a four season, after the cold winter, you look forward to the spring. Okay. Okay, who would like to read 36, 37, 38? Just now, who answered to read?
Jayashree, sir.
Yeah, okay. Read.
Okay, I'll read it. 36. I am also the gambling of cheats, and of the splendid, I am the splendor. I am victory, I am adventure, and I am the strength of the strong. 37. Of the descendants of Vrishni. Of the descendants of Vrishni, I am Vasudeva, and of the Pandavas, I am Arjuna. Of the sages, I am Vyasa, and among great thinkers, I am Usana. 38. Among all means of suppressing lawlessness, I am punishment, and of those who seek victory, I am morality. Of secret things, I am silence, and of wise, I am wisdom.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So, I am the gambling of the cheats. That means gambling is make you like a cheater because you are trying to get something for nothing. And of the splendid, I am splendor. Those who like to be very beautiful or splendid, they like splendor. I am victory. I am adventure. I am the strength of the strong. The strong, the people who want to become strong, they want more strength. So Krishna is saying that I am the topmost, basically. Of Vrishni, I am Vasudeva because Vrishni clan, Vasudeva is the topmost, is the king. And of the Pandavas, Arjuna is actually higher than who? Who is higher than Arjuna? Arjuna is higher than who? Who is the first of the Pandavas?
Yudhishthir.
Yudhishthir. So he is even more closer to Krishna than even Yudhishthir. Why? You can guess. Because so anyway, that's what Krishna is saying. And of the sages and Vyasa is actually an extension of Krishna. He's the one who compiled all the scriptures. Of the great thinkers, I am Usama. And then among the means of suppressing lawlessness and punishment. If there is no punishment, everyone will become unlawful. Because of the punishment for those who break the law, everyone becomes a good person. Also, it means that if you do sinful things, the punishment is not there, then everyone will do sinful things. The punishment is important so that you control yourself. If you do sinful things, you cannot go back to the spiritual world. So there are good reasons to be actually not sinful, and the punishment is good. It helps you restrain your senses. And then among those who seek victory and morality, those who are moral, that means who are good, will always be victorious. Of secret things and silence. You want to keep something secret, you quiet. Don't tell anybody. Of the wise and wisdom. The wise people, they like to be wise. So the wisdom is important to them. Okay, who would like to read 39, 40, 41?
39.
Volunteer?
Okay, Prabhuji, I read.
Yeah, okay.
10.39. Furthermore, O Arjuna, I am the generating seed of all existences. There is no being moving or non-moving that can exist without me. 10.40. Text. O my conqueror of enemy. Conqueror. O might conqueror of enemy.
Conqueror, not oh my.
Sorry?
Oh mighty conqueror.
O mighty conqueror of enemies, there is no end to my divine manifestation. What I have spoken to you is but a mere indication of my infinite opulences. Thank you, Prabhuji. Another one more?
That's 41.
That's 41. Okay, that's 41. Know that all opulent, beautiful, and glorious great creations spring from but the spark of my splendor. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. So now we are saying, furthermore, I am the generating seed of all existence. From the seed, everything grows. From the mother's womb, you are born. And there is no being, moving or unbeing, that can exist without me. You know? And then Krishna says, there is no end to my divine manifestation. I've spoken you a little bit only. Actually, I got too much. You know that all opulent, beautiful, and glorious creations spring but a spark of my splendor. And then the last verse is very important. Who would like to read this? Kashmini?
Yes, Prabhu.
Read the last verse.
Vibrations, transcendental, Om, sacrifices.
No, 42.
42.
Hmm.
Okay. 42. Okay. But But what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe.
Okay, what is Krishna really talking now? The last is a bit interesting. He said, what is the need for all this detailed knowledge? You know, just from a little bit of me, I pervade and support the whole universe. All you should know is that I am the cause of everything, basically. All this I'm telling you because Arjuna wanted to ask about the glories, the opulence of Krishna. Krishna says all this opulence is there. I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. But actually, all you need to know, you see, if you want to love somebody, you love somebody because he's so opulent, and you love somebody because you love somebody without the opulence. Which is higher? Which one you think is higher? Mohan, which one you think higher?
You're asking which is higher with those love with opulence, is it,
Yeah,
Prabhu?
supposing you know a person very great and you love him because he's very great, or you just know somebody is there very good and but you don't know how great he is, but you love him anyway. Which is higher?
You don't know the person, but you have.
Not you don't know the person. You know the person, but you don't know his greatness.
Okay. So I think which is greater, you mean, Prabhu?
Which is higher?
With opulences.
Okay. You know, loving a Lord with opulences is like loving Lord Vishnu. Loving a Lord because you know he's great, but you don't know his opulence, but you are attracted to him is like loving Lord Krishna. So now I ask you the question again. Which is higher?
Definitely the first one, Prabhu. Without knowing his opulences.
That means Lord Vishnu or Krishna?
Krishna.
Yeah. So that's the second one, nah?
Yes, yes.
So basically Krishna is saying that you love me without awe and reverence. Love me because you love me. Because I am, you know, and because he's very wonderful person, wonderful. Not, he's very opulent. I like Vishnu because he's very opulent, very powerful, you know, he can do a lot. I worship him. But I love Krishna because he's so sweet. So the one that is sweeter is higher actually. So basically Krishna is saying, I'm giving you all the opulence. But actually, you really want to go higher, you have to find out my sweetness. Did Krishna say anything about his sweetness in any of this? No, right? He talks about his opulence only. But the last verse is a hint that actually what's the use of knowing all this? So basically that's what it means. If you really think about it, the last verse is actually telling you about all the other things you know, but it's not so important. Okay, you want Srimad Bhagavatam for special price. You want all this for special price. So, any questions? Or any points that you like in this chapter which you find interesting, sticks to your mind? Yeah, Manju?
Yes, this one, Pavitram, that one.
Louder, please.
I'm trying to get that slok out. Find the slok.
Okay, you find. Anyone else can say first something? Any question?
Paramam Brahma, Paramam Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavam, Purusham Shashvatam Divya, Divya Madeve Majam Vibhum.
Tell the English. Tell the English directly.
Arjuna said, "You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the ultimate good, abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn, the greatest. All the great sages such as Narada, Ashita, Devala, and Vyasa confirm this truth about you.
Okay.
And now you yourself are declaring it to me."
Okay. So you like that verse in this.
I like that word because
Okay.
it's explaining everything.
Okay. Anyone else would like to say something? Jayashri?
Sir, 10.8.
Ah,
I am the source of all spiritual and material words. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly knows this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. This is a very nice
you like
verse.
it.
Yeah, very beautiful.
Mohan, which was anything you have to say on this chapter or anything?
To be very honest, Prabhu, I love all the slokas in the
Yeah,
chapter.
very good. Kashmiri,
Same, Prabhu. We have same opinion on that.
so you got one mind, huh? Very good. Kalyani,
Prabhuji, I feel the last one is very interesting because I don't have to worry about anything but just to love Krishna.
yeah, okay, good. Krishna Kumari,
For me, all as I know, explaining on the who am I in a sloka text, right? So like for example, the text from 28 to 35, explaining who am I. For example, among the dispensers of law, I am Yama. Explaining, right? So that sentence very nice and I like that. And another one more is regarding the knowledge.
Oh, okay.
Knowledge on which part? This part. Okay. Text 10.4 to 5.
Okay.
Intelligent knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of sense, control of mind, happiness and distress, all that.
Okay.
Hmm.
Ram,
The last sentence, Prabhu.
last one.
The
Okay.
last one. Surrender everything to Krishna and everything will be taken care by itself.
Ravinda,
Prabhu, I like the Chatu Gita 8 to 11.
yes, thank
I
you.
think it basically summarizes the Gita for me.
Oh,
We know who the Lord is, what a pure devotee is supposed to do, how the Lord will show compassion for us and remove all ignorance
yeah.
in our lives once we surrender pure devotional service to Him.
Okay.
And then the last verse is also very important because he's trying to tell Arjun that no matter what I'm describing myself, it's impossible for me to describe myself fully. So what's the point of describing myself fully? All you need to do is to serve and devote yourself in service to me. Then I will bring you back. I think that's important. I think God is so inconceivable that you just have to love Him. You don't need to know everything. We are only very limited in our own knowledge. Also, how can we?
Yeah.
If Arjun is not able to understand Krishna, who are we
Yeah.
to? So I thought that was nice as well. He said the single fragment of myself, the whole universe is supported and pervaded.
Yeah.
Single fragment. So the whole universe is supported. So imagine this total.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu.
Viji,
I like what was explained by Ravinda just now. And I like 35.
okay, what is that?
Of the hymns, I'm Samaveda, and poetry, I'm Gayatri, and of the months, Margashirsha, and seasons, I'm flower bearing, spring. I like that.
Okay, nice. Everyone said already. Jayashree, you already said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So thank you, everyone. No other question. So I see you next week. And thank you for attending